Welcome to day 2, you guys. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to be going over my story a little bit. We're going to be talking about goals and why having a why is so important in this business. I'm going to start by telling you my story and a little bit of my background with Beachbody. When I first started, I had just had our third baby. I had 3 babies in 3 years. So I had my oldest, who was 2, a little boy who was 1, and then I had this newborn baby. So life was crazy just in that. And needless to say, I had sort of lost myself in the shuffle of having these 3 babies so close together. Physically, I felt like I didn't really recognize myself anymore. So tired, obviously, 3 little ones. But when my third baby was about 4 months old, my good friend Brandy had just become a Beachbody coach, and she invited me to join a challenge group. And I had P90X, and I thought, why not? I'll give this a try. Got started with Shakeology, and that's really how my experience started. I was a challenger first. I had that bit of experience. Of course, just like it sometimes happens, life gets in the way, and I sort of fell off the wagon. We were busy with life and moving, and my husband had just come to the end of his baseball career. He was a professional baseball player, played in the major leagues and the minor leagues, and we kind of were all over the place for years and years. So I was really used to, being the baseball wife, being a stay-at-home mom, wasn't really sure how I was going to transition into this life after baseball. And of course, neither was he. We had always had this income from baseball. I had gone straight from being a nanny to a college student to engaged and married and a stay-at-home mom very quickly. So I had not had that experience with being out in the workforce, and I didn't have a resume. I did not know what we were going to do. But it got to the point, in the midst of this physical transformation that I was working on, that I realized that there was this opportunity for me to make a change for myself in a lot of other areas. And I saw this opportunity to really help my family. So I saw how the two could pair together so perfectly and turn this hobby that I had really started to fall in love with into an actual career. So I signed up as a coach. That's pretty much how it got started for me. I went from challenger to coach, which a lot of you have done. Some of you haven't, and that's okay too. You can get your start either way. But that's my background. And I signed up to be a coach in October of 2012. So right now it's been about 15 months. I'm a 5-star diamond coach now, as some of you know, which means basically that 5 coaches that I've sponsored into the business are now diamond and above, which is amazing. So that's kind of the beauty of this business model, is that it really is a team effort. What I do and how I help my coaches and how they help their coaches and so on and so forth, we're all helping each other, and we're all helping each other advance and grow our incomes, grow our businesses, help more and more people get fit and healthy. And that's really the gist of it. So what I really want to go over today is why having that clear vision and that why and that focus on what you're trying to get out of this experience, keep that in the forefront. If you have a crystal clear why and you know exactly what you're working toward and why you're working toward it, all the little obstacles and all the little, figuring out of things along the way, they're not going to faze you whatsoever. So all of this information right now that feels very overwhelming, you're going to be so focused on the fact that you're going to be successful in this business that all of those little, nuances early on, they're not fazing you, right? Because you're so focused on what is possible. So I really want you guys to keep that in mind. I want you to focus on the bigger picture, even though you can't really even understand how big this can be, especially even in a year. If you really keep your head down and you just kind of follow along with what us leaders in the business have done, the road has been paved. You really have all the information that you need. So just kind of stick around, ask for help when needed. That's definitely one of my biggest tips. We're so willing and waiting for you to bring us your questions. We want you to ask us questions because that means that you care and that you want to learn more. So I encourage you to ask for help. I encourage you to ask questions, and we're here for you. So I would love to hear if you guys want to comment on this video down below in the comments section. let us in the group all know what your why is. Why are you here? What are you all about? Are you a parent? Do you work? Are you in school? We would love to get to know you and what you're focused on and what about this business intrigues you and what you are going to accomplish. Not hoping to accomplish, you're going to accomplish it. I'm so glad you're here, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions.